won't work with the ANC, but the door remains open to the DA. ActionSA is among a handful of smaller parties who effectively hold the keys to the mayoral offices in Johannesburg. Herman Mashaba's Green and White Party clinched more than 9% of Gauteng's total vote, handing them 78 seats in the province's various councils. But it's the Johannesburg Metro that former Mayor Mashaba is after. He joins us live now to discuss his party's goal in these coalition talks. Mr. Mashaba, thank you for your time this morning. I believe that you were approached by one of the ANC's top 6 last week. How did those talks go?
Thank you very much. You remember I addressed the media on last Wednesday at IEC event, and I made it really very clear, open, that it was not a formal approach. Bumped into one of the ANC top brass who came to me and wanted to engage me on the discussions, and I've asked him to wait for my call. And that's how far it went. And I think I've shared this with the media. Nothing has changed since then.
Talk to me about the DA. Have you had an approach from them?
Yes, our team received, John Moody received an invitation from the DA on Friday sometime and met with them Friday afternoon, obviously in the absence of 2 of our senior negotiation team members. And our team requested DA to please give us some respect when they want to see a meeting like this, to give us time, because 2 of our negotiation team members, one is based in Cape Town, Dr. Makosi Khoza, Feiki Mento in the Western Cape. So they said they will come back to us over the weekend. Up to last night, we've not heard from them. So that's how far it goes.
Are you ruling out working with either of the 2 big parties, the ANC and the DA?
Absolutely no chance of us working with the ANC. And DA, we see obviously making some utterances which are of very, very serious concern to us, because I think DA's arrogance, as far as I'm concerned, is very dangerous for this country, polarizes the nation. And I think if ever the DA is prepared to really come down to the reality of democratic dispensation of this country, as long as DA can recognize the fact that we live in the most unequal society in the world, we are happy to talk to them. But obviously, if they believe that God must sort out these issues, they will deal with them arrogantly, then I think they mustn't waste our time.
Why are you ruling out the ANC?
We cannot work with a corrupt organization. We cannot work with a problem. The problem of this country over the last 27 years, the reason why our country has got the highest sustainable unemployment rate in the world, with the most corrupt country in the world, with the mega capital of the world, we've got open borders. We can't work with such a problem. The problems of ANC are just too massive. I would not want to touch ANC in any capacity. So I think I don't want to waste their time, and I don't want them to waste ours as well.
Okay, so according to you, the one is corrupt, the other one is arrogant. Where does that leave you option-wise? Because ultimately, you'd like to become the mayor of Johannesburg again.
I think I wonder where's this thing coming from that I want to be the mayor of Johannesburg. Yes, I made myself and I campaigned to be the mayor of the city of Johannesburg. The voters gave us 16%. How can one become a mayor with 16% on our own? Obviously, if we are unable to form a coalition, there's just no way that we can really have the mayorship. The mayorship issue for us is actually, honestly, the least of the challenges that will make it difficult for a coalition. That's what I'm saying is the DA for us, it's actually their arrogance, and that is of very serious concern to us, because I've got practical experience, 3 years of working with the DA, And it looks like actually they're taking this arrogance to the next level. They're not prepared to accept the fact that we live in a constitutional democracy, that they don't have the mandate. The voters have punished them heavily here in Johannesburg, but they still have the arrogance as if they control the city of Johannesburg, and they are very, very far from getting anywhere close to being the government, either in Joburg and Tshwane as well, Nikuruleni. So, so it's up to them to really design. But one thing for sure is that when they come and talk to us, they must come and talk to us with respect and leave their arrogance behind the doors. Otherwise, they mustn't come and waste our time.
All right. And I take it that those talks are ongoing and you'll be busy for the next few days with horse trading and having a lot of phone calls.
Well, remember the DA, when they met with our team on Friday, with John and Abel Tau, they said they'll come back to us over the weekend. Is Monday. As far as we're concerned, up to now, they've not spoken to us, but we believe they had a FedEx over the weekend. We hear that they're giving feedback to the media, but they've not even had the decency to give us a date when to meet. So those are things that we are saying, what kind of negotiations are this? If they want to negotiate with us through the media, we'll also negotiate with them through the media. When you speak to us in any language, we are going to respond to you in the same language. We'll learn it quickly.
All right. It doesn't sound like the start of a loving and fulfilling relationship there. Thank you so much from Action SA's Herman Mashaba. Thank you for your time this morning.